Hi Priscilla, how are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us and for taking time out of your very busy schedule to be with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so tell us, how would you define Priscilla Muhiu?
First of all, Priscilla Muhiu is a proud mom of two adorable boys. The first one is 14 years old and the second one is 7 years old. I also call myself a servant leader. By that I mean I've worked in several leadership roles, and for me, when it comes to leadership, I believe that the employees don't serve me, I serve the employees. So it's up to me as a leader to find out what their career ambitions are, what they want to do, and support them to make sure they achieve them. So yeah, I'm a lover of life. I enjoy hanging around people. I invest in my relationships, my family and friends. And I'm a big believer of being yourself and being authentic. Actually, my favorite statement is be yourself because everyone else is taken.
Amazing. Seeing that you've really achieved a lot as a mother and as a career woman.
Yes.
At what point in your life did you discover your life purpose?
I remember a couple of years ago when I received a text message, or rather a WhatsApp message from one of my team members thanking me for a conversation that we had a couple of years before. And they mentioned that that conversation literally changed their lives. And I remember the feeling of fulfillment that I had, and I actually realized that my purpose in life is to have positive impact on people around me and also beyond. So I am very intentional when it comes to supporting or helping people, because my favorite statement also is everyone was born to help others, and if you can't help others, please don't hurt them. I can't remember who said that, but it's one of my favorite statements. But my life purpose is to have positive impact on people and people around me and also beyond.
What are the 3 most important lessons you've learned in life?
There's a video that I always have with me. Tom Hanks was being interviewed, and he was asked, if you were to talk to the younger person right now, the younger Tom Hanks right now, what would you tell that Tom Hanks? And he said, "This too shall pass." And it was super powerful to me. And every time I'm going through something, I just turn on that video and I'm reminded that this too shall pass. You may feel bad right now, you may feel you're down, you may feel like the world is coming to an end. You may also feel happy, you may also feel like, oh my God, this is amazing, but this too shall pass. So what he said also in the video is that time is your ally.
Yes.
Or if nothing else, just wait it out. So whenever you're going through a difficult moment, I know it seems like it lasts forever. Just remember it's a passing cloud. And as much as it feels like you cannot get out of it, just wait it out. Time is your ally, and it does get better with time.
Amazing, very inspirational. I mean, I believe also nothing in life is permanent, no situations are permanent.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, what would you like to tell Priscilla in 10 years?
The same advice that I've said, these too shall pass.
Yes.
But also I'd like to tell her to be kind to herself, because I'm raising my kids by myself, and I'm a career woman, and my first child is autistic. So it can get tough. And when I started my career at Glovo, I was traveling a lot. And I really used to have a lot of mom guilt. So what I would tell that Priscilla 10 years later is, be kind to yourself. It's okay, you're trying your best. And it's okay not to be strong. It's okay not to be okay. And if you need help, raise your hand, seek help. Because sometimes we try and do all these things by ourselves and without realizing that we actually need support from friends and family.
Yes.
So I would tell that Priscilla to always remember to be kind to herself and take care of herself. Because if you're not able to take care of yourself, you're not going to be able to take care of your family, you're not going to be able to take care of your friends, if you have friends, you're not going to be able to take care of the people around you. So it's important to be kind to yourself and take care of yourself.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, it begins from inside and then now outwards.
Yeah.
You talk a lot about being kind to yourself. What does self-care mean to you, and what does Priscilla do to actually take care of herself?
I'm a big believer of being happy. Happiness is peace in motion, and peace is happiness at rest. So it's the same thing to me. Self-care is super, super important. Like I said before, if you don't take care of yourself, it's impossible for you to take care of other people around you. So for me, self-care is about being happy, being peaceful, being grateful for the little things that I have in my life. So I have this book where I write the things I'm grateful for at the end of every week. So I will write what has happened to me, like good things that have happened to me in the week. And then the other thing I do is that I spend quality time with family and friends. I have a couple of friends who I intentionally have like hung out with them because they give me that positive energy. By the time I'm leaving that meeting or that hangout, I feel very, very energized. That's another way I take care of myself. And the other thing is that I have this weekend once a month where I take my kids to my mom's place together with the house help, and I stay home that weekend and do absolutely nothing. I could be watching TV, but I can tell you I don't even know what's going on the TV. I call it vegetation. So even my friends and family know about my vegetation weekend, so no one bothers to call me or ask me to go out anywhere. So I do that so that at least I can re-energize, because what happens with people who have positive energy or they give out a lot of energy, sometimes you just need to recharge. And that's what I do at least once weekend a month.
Thanks a lot. I mean, like sometimes we're caught up in the life, what is it called, hustle and bustle of life, that we forget that we are the most important people in our lives, and without us, then even what you're trying to achieve is unachievable.
Exactly.
All right.
Totally agree.
So I first saw you on LinkedIn. That's when I discovered you were working at Glovo. There's a post you had done. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was very aspirational. So just take us through your career trajectory and how it's impacted your life choices.
Let me take you back all the way to campus. I did food science and technology in campus, and I remember when I went for my internship, I realized that this is not something that I would like to do. And then it was not aligned with my personality and my strengths. So I'm very good with people, I'm very good with connecting with people, so I needed a role that involves working with people. So I discovered when I went for my internship that the food science is all about probably working in a lab, going to the factory, getting some samples, going back to the lab. It was a loner job, if I may call it that way. So I discovered I don't want to do that for the rest of my life. So I decided to try out a couple of things. So I started with customer service. Because around working with people, I didn't like it a lot. And so I decided to also try marketing. And someone advised me that marketing, if you want to thrive in marketing, the best place to start is an agency, because you get to work with different brands and get different exposures. And I started my career at Scan Group. I was a media planner. I was there for about a year. And then I went to an agency called Newton. I was there for about 4 years. And then after that, I joined OLX. I was employee number 2 or 3, can't remember, like the founding team. And was there as a marketing manager, started off in 2011, and after a couple of years I had a team. We were managing multiple markets. I was head of marketing for Africa. And after that, the company now sold, after 7 years, the company sold to Gigi, the current company called Gigi. And I moved to Sandy. I was there for a couple of months, then Glovo came knocking. And I joined Glovo as head of marketing for Africa. So I helped launch Glovo in Kenya, Cote d'Ivoire, and other African markets. I was also handling Morocco, etc. And the thing about it is that I have an ambition, or rather, when I'm 45 years old and above, my plan is to be a lecturer. I want to go into academia, and I want to focus on organizational behavior. And I thought for me to do that, I would like to work in a HR role where I get to work very closely with people. And I decided to be a different HR person. I wanted to go into general management, so that at least by the time I'm going to HR, I already understand how a business works. So I asked for the opportunity to be a general manager, and the general manager of Glovo was leaving the country then, and I was given the opportunity. So I was the general manager of Glovo for about 2 years. And now I was presented with a new challenge with my Dawa. They've been in the country for a couple of years, and I would like to go in and try and grow the brand, and because I believe that the sector they are in right now, it has a lot of impact on people. As you know, healthcare is super important. So I believe I can add a lot of value, and also it also resonates with me in terms of having impact on people. So currently, the country director of my Dawa.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
Very powerful story.
Thanks
a lot for that. Very inspirational to us young women who are looking to get into like that kind of journey. So thanks a lot for that. I know you're a mother. You mentioned it earlier on. You're a daughter, and above all, you're a career woman. How do you find that life balance?
I don't believe in life balance. I believe in life integration. And this is because when you say balance, it means one has to give for the other. You have to find a way of making all your life roles work. So the one thing that I do to make sure that it integrates properly is working for a company that allows me to be a mom. So for example, if I need to leave work because my kids needs me, they need to allow me to do that. So I always work for companies that align with what I want. Not what I want, but I understand that when I need to be a mom, they don't make me choose between the two. You know what I mean? So that's one thing. And then what I've also done is that I've scheduled my big rocks. By that I mean, in the morning I take the kids to school, I go to work. So the kids to school in the morning is super important. So no one should take that away from me. And then in the evening, I schedule my dance classes, for example, to take care of myself. So I go for dance classes 3 times a week so that at least I can, take care of my mental health. Then when I'm at work, I do the same thing, just trying to, prioritize what's important, what's high impact. And I also have, I have a bucket where I put all my friends. There are friends who I talk to once a week, there are friends who I talk to once a month. And this is because I want to make sure I'm in touch and also keep in touch with them, because I believe in meaningful relationships and they make me happy and I like hanging out with people. So by doing that, by just structuring your life, it enables you to kind of find a way of integrating everything in your life.
I think you've said something very important about relationships in your life. And as an adult, one of the hardest things to do is maintaining adult friendships. So that was something very important that you've mentioned, that, like having a bucket where you have a friend that you talk to on a weekly basis and monthly basis. I mean, I'm going to start doing that.
Because I have very many friends and it can be overwhelming. So I just prioritize based on our values, whether we are, aligned, whether I like being around you, do you like being around me, So it's based on that mainly. And of course, it depends on how close we are. So that's why I had to do that, because I realized at some point, every weekend I had a baby shower, every weekend I had a bridal shower. And I was very overwhelmed, and some of the relationships was mainly one way. So I just had to, clean up a bit, and I now find myself having few but meaningful relationships.
Beautiful, very great advice for people who are struggling with relationships in their lives. So I want to move into the fun stuff. So if you look at your LinkedIn, this is like you're a very serious, very career woman, and then transitioning to Instagram, like I would actually never know what you do because you just dance. I think I just saw like one poster for Glovo, one poster for, but like it's just purely dancing. So tell us, what do you do for fun?
I dance. Actually, I have a plan. I would like to be a choreographer, like teach people how to dance. Let me say specifically women. And this is also because of the fact that dance has really helped me at a personal level. I was going through depression because I was struggling with marriage, and raising a child with autism is not easy. So I actually got to a point in my life where I was really struggling. And I remember there's a 1 week where I never left my bedroom. My curtains were fully closed, no lights. I did not shower, I did not eat. I was just on tap water. I didn't want anything to do with anyone. I didn't care even about my kids. And I remember I was in a very, very, very dark hole. Like I felt like I can't come out of it. But finally I managed to come out of it. And I discovered dance as a way of just bringing out my inner joy. Just moving my body makes me feel good. And more so, I was 15 kgs heavier last year. I was 88 kgs, now I'm 73. So dancing has also helped me lose weight, boosted my self-esteem, my self-confidence. I even find myself when I go I'm giving speeches and all, I'm more confident. I feel good basically, and that has been super, super helpful. And I can tell you dancing can also help with depression. I used to be on drugs, like not drugs, but I was taking medicine for my depression. And I don't have to do it anymore. I stopped completely and I'm okay now. I am at peace, I'm happy. I love life now. Yeah.
You look amazing.
Oh,
like every piece of Vivo woman you've worn today, it's like the designer had you in mind when you were.
I always say that. I always say that Vivo clothes are made for me.
You actually look up like that dress. Like,
thank you.
I wish people can actually see you when you're standing.
Do you want me to stand?
Yeah, please.
Oh. Ooh.
You look absolutely amazing. Look at that. And this is very inspirational, especially for people who are trying to lose weight and they don't like maybe going to the gym. Because sometimes going to the gym can be a bit like a task. So dancing is fun, and then you enjoy dancing for fun, and also like it's helping you
lose weight,
keep fit. That's beautiful.
Yeah, and then also if you want to be consistent in anything, you have to enjoy it.
Yes,
so
true.
If you don't enjoy the gym, you will pay for the membership. I did the same thing. You'll pay for the membership, then 2 months later you don't show up. So I think for you to be consistent, you really have to enjoy what you're doing.
Okay.
And there are people who enjoy the gym.
Yeah.
So as long as you can move your body, it doesn't matter. You know, they all say, oh, I'm a 2 left feet. It doesn't matter, just move your body. It feels good to move your body.
Amazing. You've touched on something very important, depression. And I think that's something that a lot of people are struggling with right now. What advice would you give someone who's going through depression? And also, how did you deal with self-sabotage? Because I know depression comes with a lot of self-sabotage.
So the one thing I would advise anyone who's going through depression is that it's okay not to be okay. Don't beat yourself up. You know, when I was going through depression, I used to feel like I'm the only one who has problems in this world. No one else has problems. I look at Instagram, everyone seems happy. I look everywhere around me, everyone seems happy. And I would feel like I'm the only one who's going through shit, allow me to say that, in my life. And it's only until you start speaking to people, until you start seeking help, then you realize that you think your problems is a mountain, only to realize yours is a molehill. When people start telling you what they're going through, they are going through a lot, and they are standing and they're showing up every day. So first of all, one, it's okay not to be okay. And then second, you're not alone. People go through hell, but somehow they come out of it. But the most important thing also is to make sure you seek help, because sometimes you go through things and we're embarrassed about it. How can you be depressed? You have a good career. Everything is going on well for you. Why are you depressed? People tend to sometimes judge you. But if you seek help, speak about it. If you need therapy, it's okay to go for therapy. It's not a stigma. It's okay to seek help. It helps a lot. And the other thing is that it's okay not to have, when you wake up in the morning and you feel like today is not your day, just still show up. Act like it's your day. And with time, it becomes a norm, you know. So yeah, it's difficult. In fact, I'm getting emotional when I think about it. It's difficult, but you can rise above all your struggles. It's possible. Okay. Just seek help, and don't avoid what you call inaction. Don't just sit there and be depressed. Do something with yourself. Hang out with friends, dance, or go for a hike. Whatever that thing that makes you happy or makes you feel peaceful, do it, and do it often.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks a lot for that. I believe there's so many people who needed to hear this today. So thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Drink of choice.
Drink of choice. I don't drink, but when I used to drink, I used to do gin and tonic. Yeah, I don't drink anymore. So now it's hibiscus tea.
Amazing. I actually love the different types of tea.
Yeah.
I think my favorite is bobo.
Oh, I like it.
Is it boba? Boba, yeah.
Baobab.
No? Yeah. Love it. All right. How long have you shopped at Vivo, and what does being a Vivo woman mean to you?
I remember my first top. It was 1,800 shillings, and I had to save for 3 months to buy it. And I love that top. I wore it 2 weeks ago. And for me, Vivo, back in the day especially, it used to be like a treat. So I would save up and then go and buy a top that makes me, and I wear it and I feel good. And I feel like I've rewarded myself for the hard work. I'm going through a lot, so let me reward myself. I'm trying to raise a child with autism, let me reward myself. So for me, Vivo clothes are like a reward to me. It's been many years. I think for as long as the Vivo has been around, I've been shopping at Vivo.
Almost 10
and I
years.
love the brand. I can tell you 3/4 of my closet, is Vivo. Anyone who knows me, I love such dresses, and I have all the colors, from black to green to blue, all the colors you can think of. And because I love the brand, and like I was saying before, it's like these clothes were made for me.
Yeah, I'm like, the designers
design
have
for
you
me.
in mind.
Yes,
so
they have me
you're
in
the
mind.
perfect Vivo woman.
Yeah. Something interesting also is that in my journey to lose weight, I bought these bodycon dresses, large, medium, and small. So every time I would fit this medium, it's like an achievement. I would celebrate, I would take photos, and I'm excited. Now this is small. I graduated, I call it a graduation. I graduated 2 weeks ago. I'm now doing small. Yeah, this dress is a small.
And the good thing with Vivo clothes, they're like they're stretchy,
stretchy.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So they
Thanks.
fit your body perfectly. Yeah.
She has an hourglass figure. Just
Dancing.
so you know.
Dancing.
All right. Parting short, what advice would you give a Vivo woman watching this today?
Take care of yourself, and be kind to yourself, because sometimes women, we tend to be very harsh. We tend to be our biggest critics, and I'm one of them. Sometimes when I was going through depression and all, I would look at the mirror and say, look at her. Oh my God, she has a mark here. Oh my God, she has this. Oh my God, she's
You're
fat.
so
She has.
flawless. What do you mean?
Back in the day, maybe not. But if you're not happy with your body, like I was not happy with my body, I did something about it. So just do something about it. And I know sometimes it's genetic, but love you for who you are and do things that make you happy. And prioritize yourself. And it's okay to be selfish once in a while. It's okay not to give in to others. Just take care of yourself. You're precious, you're beautiful. And in this life, we only live once, YOLO.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, and take care of yourself. Yeah.
Thanks a lot. I feel like, there's so much you can share with the world. There's a lot of amazing stuff you've done. I'm just going to end this there and say thank you so much for being a phenomenal woman and for being a very big inspiration to young women that like us who aspire to be like you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me. And I enjoyed this conversation.
Me too. I wish we could make it longer because I know you have so much to share.
I actually have a blog. You can check it out.
Let's say,
Confessions of a Career Woman, but put dash after every word.
Okay.
Confessions dash of dash, like that.
We'll add it down here.
Yeah. Okay.